Hi, hello all, good morning.
Morning. Yeah, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, so how are you all? So, hope everyone get ready um, with everyone for our practice. So, next week we will start creating the data factory. That means you have to create the Azure account actually. Okay. So, by that time, try to have a credit card if you don't have. Okay. And try to enable international transaction actually. Okay. They will just for testing purpose 2 rupees they will cut, and then again they will deposit back actually. Okay. So no worries about credit card. They will not cut any money directly without your permission if you are in a free subscription. Okay. Yeah. So now let us continue. Today actually we will discuss database related only, but still something different actually. That means actually is in general, some people may not have their personal laptop, or may be company laptop not allowing to install. So at that time, those people only can create the Azure account today, and you can start your practice SQL in the cloud also. So that part I will show you. That means in last class we discussed these things, right? A hierarchy of a Azure account. So we discussed Entra ID means what? Okay. Under that Entra ID, subscription is what, and we observed already what subscription I have actually, and in your case, free subscription. And the next one is we created resource group also. Okay. Now under this resource group, let us try to create the first resource actually. Okay. And anyhow, we need to create this account, create this resource next week. So instead of creating it next week, let us create now itself, so that who don't have personal laptop, they also get benefit. So that is what we are going to create a SQL server today, and we are going to create a SQL database. Just creating is not enough actually. We need to configure the different things, and many more things we are going to understand. This is not that much straightforward. Okay. Much discussion is there, and you will get the better clarity. Okay. Now come to this. In general, SQL server, always where you are, what you are doing, try to have the clarity. Okay. So we have a SQL server. Then in general, not only SQL server, it may be MySQL or anything. Under one server, you are going to have a many databases. Okay. So here we have a database one. You can give your own name. So like that, you can have multiple databases actually. That is very general. Okay. So different category of data you can keep in different databases actually. So that's what. Then under one database, in general, actually, one logical thing is there, but I am not drawing that officially here. Under one database, you may have set of tables, you may have set of views, you may have set of stored procedures, okay, stored procedures, and like this, you are going to have many things actually here. Okay, it's a few objects are there like this. So this under table, so you may have table 1, table 2, table 3, which is holding the data like this. And here under this view 1, view 2, view 3, like this you may have multiple. So this is what, first of all, hierarchy, how it will exist actually. Now the actual discussion is, okay, there is a SQL server. So what we are discussing here, the thing is, it is a Azure SQL Server. Okay, in the cloud side, what you are installing. Okay, so now always you have to log into this particular system actually. So that's what here you can see. So you have to log into this SQL Server. How you will log in? So we are going to have a two options in general. So one is, as usually, you are going to create a username. So one is actually SQL authentication, you can tell. Okay. Another one is uh, Entra ID authentication. Okay. Entra ID authentication. So you can see here, Entra ID means what? Whatever account you created, Azure account, by using that mail ID and password, you can log into this particular server. Another one is what actually username you are creating, password you are creating. By using that also you can log in. So that's what simple thing. Now, in a SQL server, anything you can call as a object. So table is one object, view is one object, order procedure is one object. So because this terminology you will come across frequently. Okay. So that is what actually overallly. First of all, hierarchy wise SQL. Please mute everyone. Okay. Uh, Hierarchy wise, what does it mean? Okay. So now, basing on this discussion, exactly the same thing. Try to observe in the Azure portal. Okay. So before that, what is our target now is immediately create SQL server, SQL server. Okay. And then under this SQL server, create SQL database that is separate. Okay. SQL database. Then uh, firewall settings are there very importantly. Okay. And then connect to SSMS actually. So next week onwards or in your real time, this is related to all these things may be not in your hand in real time. They definitely admin team is going to create for you and then they are ready to use it actually. But this one last part is you have to connect. They will give all the details. You have to connect to your cloud SQL server from your local system that is with the tool SSMS. SQL Server Management Studio that you need to connect. So how and all what is this we will see at that time. Okay. Hope you have the flow what we are going to discuss. Hope you got the clarity that what is this uh, hierarchy of the SQL Server. Okay. Now come to the portal. So let me share this. So today itself some pricing related and where and all you have to take care also I am going to tell. Please take care of that. Okay. Yeah. So come here. See, in the Azure portal, as we discussed yesterday, we just created the resource group. So let us see that. So our resource group it actually this one, August 24 M development and then resource group. So you can see this is what our name. This is here. So you can create the resources directly from here under this resource group. Defaultly you will get it. Okay. Or you can search here. So what is the very first thing you need to create? SQL Server. Okay. So search here with the SQL. See, two things you got it. SQL Server is different. SQL database is different. And symbols wise, both of them same. But there is a one extra setting symbol added in the SQL Server. So take that. So I already have many SQL servers actually. Okay. I don't have any use, but to show to the different batches we created and used to delete. Now, click on create. As you seen yesterday also for the resource group, how you created, same manner. Click on create. And then come here. So you see, any resource group when you are creating, any resource you are creating, what you are creating now? Server. Any resource when you are creating, as the hierarchy saying that, you should tell that under which subscription, in that subscription under which resource group. So that's what resource subscription is what? Yes, of course, we have only one, but sometime in your project, maybe multiple subscriptions you will observe. Okay, you can observe that. And select our resource group, what we created. So what is our resource groups? This one. Done. And on the fly also resource group you can create new. That means resource group new one you can create. Come down. Simple server name. What is the server name you want to give? And understand one more thing that .database windows.net. So here you see under my account, this is what my Entra ID. Okay, edufulness@gmail.com is my Entra ID. Okay. Now, under this server, server name, whatever you are giving, that should be unique, not just under your account actually. Throughout the Microsoft cloud, okay, your server name should be unique. For example, you see SQL Server. I given this name, but you see the specified server name is already in use. So already in use means not just under my account actually. Throughout the Microsoft Azure cloud, your database name should be unique. So take care of that. So EFN August 24M Dev SQL Server. Okay. So there is some server name cannot start and end with hyphens. It didn't started, nor can it have two hyphens in the. Okay. So this name is valid one. You can see that. Okay. So this name is unique. So what I want to tell here is, so take the SQL servers. So under my account, I don't have SQL server name, but still it is told that that name is not available. Okay. Uh, okay. So regionals actually, now this is important. Of course, just for information, location means what actually is Azure cloud will exist across the world in different countries, even within the country also in different places. So where you want to install your server. So on behalf of you, somewhere it is going to install. Don't think that cloud means it's a completely logical one. No, actually, it will exist physically somewhere in the globe. So like when you give the catering to catering people also going to exist somewhere with their kitchen. So here also, so take the India, Central India. So yes, here it is there. That's all. Now come down. This is very important. So here you can see, as we discussed here, you can log into the server in two ways. One is SQL authentication, another one is Entra ID. So you see Microsoft Entra only authentication. So that is what by default it will come. Do you want that option? Yes, you can enable that and go ahead. Or SQL authentication. SQL authentication is second one. That means username and password you should create. That is another option. So if you want to go like that, create the username, admin login, then password, set the password. You want both, that is the middle option. Nothing is there. So give the name, EFN admin and password. So this one I am giving. So standard password. Okay, whatever you want, you can give the password. That's all what we discussed. That is for the server done. Now on top of that, definitely there will be an admin for every server. You should set them actually in real time. Whoever is corresponding admin, they are going to set it. It's a one of the employee, right? So for us also here, with what you need to search whenever you click on the set admin. So just search with your username, Edufulness. So I'm going to set this as a admin actually. So multiple accounts are there. So select them. In your real time, you are not going to do first of all, but for the idea purpose, whoever employees are there for that particular project, so you are going to make one of them as admin, whoever is correct one. Then click on review and create. So remaining things we don't need to touch. Let it be with the default things. Okay. If every value is proper, valid one, then it will enable the create option. Click on create. So you can see what is going to happen. Now deploying the SQL Server as per the given details started. So deployment is in progress means what actually? How you installed SQL Server in your local laptop. Similar manner in the cloud also going to install. So when you give order any dish, how you will cook that dish in your home? Similar manner in the catering place they are going to cook. So that's what cooking is in progress. Simple. So server is going to install. Okay. So meanwhile, let it happen. See the status you can see. Once, yeah, it is about to complete. So once it is done, it will ask you to go to the resource. So SQL Server. So just click on this. Let us have a look. So this is whatever details you given, resource group, what you allocated, status it is available, location, subscription is what, and my subscription ID, every subscription identifying with some unique ID. Then tax. So tax I will discuss later actually. Server name, admin name is what, this one, and networking all other server. See, whenever you need any SQL Server details, you can come here and you can get all the details, because sometimes in your team, your superiors may ask you that give me the configuration, all the details of the SQL Server, so and so SQL Server. Come to that server, take a screenshot or copy all these things, and you can send it. Okay. Have a look every day. What is there here? Some not the here, and especially database. What we are going to do next. So that's what the first part is done. Creating a SQL Server. Let us try to create a database actually. This is important. Okay. Very carefully we have to do something, you will see pricing related also. Yes, now you search with a SQL database. That means this one. So under this SQL Server, whatever we created just now, one of the database you are creating. Like that, how many you want? You create them. So come here, select the database. So I already have one database. EFNDB is my one database name. Under this server, EFN SQL Server April 24. Now you are creating another database. So we should be careful here. Anyhow, let us see. Create. Creating database is simple, straightforward. Nothing is there. Come here. See, listen carefully. Whoever creating this week or next week. If everything okay, next week you are going to create. So here some pink background box, rectangular box is there. Like this, one more box you will observe. In my case, it's already over. What you are going to have there is, they are going to give you some free trial actually. So take that free trial. Don't try to create a paid one directly. Because nowadays, database is going to charge like anything. Because as I told you in last classes also, some people suffered with a lot of billing actually. So like 1,08,000, 90,000, 40,000, something, some from 4 5 students previously I had. Recently also one student with 35,000. So you try to adopt here, there is a free subscription for the database. Take that. That's enough for your practice. Now, okay, these things, okay, fine, let it be. Okay, let us first of all configure as per ours. So now here, what is our resource group? This one. Take always ours. Okay. Follow the naming conventions. Don't just take the randomly the names. Okay. So database name is what? So I am giving database name as EFNDB. And what is the server? I have multiple servers. Under which server you are creating this database? So whatever we created just now, that is August this one. So that's all. Of course, on the fly also server you can create. It will ask same like how you created earlier. Now elastic pool concept is something different as name implies elastic. So scale in, scale out options are possible here. So provide a simple and cost effective solutions for managing performance related actually. Okay. Okay. So that is really costly. Okay. If possible, I will tell you later. Now let it be development part. Now come here, very important related to pricing. Listen, just normal manner. In your project also, suppose if it is project is in the initial stage. That means it's not yet started a development phase. So you are going to gather the requirements from the client. After requirement, you are analyzing it. Okay, how to do that and what are the different challenges. So some estimations, time-wise estimation, billing-wise estimation, cost-wise estimation, resources estimation. So some background work you are doing for development part. Now at that time in the estimations, sometimes client will definitely will ask, okay, what is the possibility of monthly billing? How much monthly billing may come from the Azure account actually? So as I shown you, monthly how much bill I will get by using all these resources. In that one of the resources database also. How you will tell that monthly this much bill you are going to get? Yes, definitely you are going to get it time. So here you can see with this configuration, whatever right now you have. So this is what monthly billing, estimated monthly billing. So estimation only, it's not, need not be correct. You can change your configuration also. That is another thing. Okay. See here. So basing on your requirement, so the database capable capacity also you can increase or decrease. And general, you can see here where you are here service type. So two type categories are there, vCore and DTU based. Whatever that you no need to worry. For you, I guess this and the last one is not enabled if it is free subscription. So remaining are enabled, but let it be whatever you have. Okay. And for your case, if you adopt that option, whatever I told free trial, it will show you 0 actually. Better take that. Okay. So this is just for idea that where you can increase or decrease the capacity of the database so that performance going to change actually. Okay. So this is redundant case, backup purpose, your database. So that is what simple thing. Main thing is take care of free trial. And before taking free trial, have a observing by changing the here the settings, configuration database settings by changing how billing is varying. You can see if I take another option, so bill is going to vary. Okay. If I take bill is going to vary. Or if I increase or decrease the capacity, so that will reflect here. See that. So That's what I am saying. Just have a observation so that you have a clarity that where I can give the estimation. Okay. So what we configured, gen normal one only. Yeah. So that's all here. Now come here, security, here. See here, let us try to have some sample data actually. If you none means there is no data in your database. Just it will come server database. That's all. We want some sample data. You can take that. Or if you have a backup of your previous database, you can upload that. Okay. So if you enable backup, you can select accordingly that backup where it is available. So sample database. So there is a adventure LT works LT database actually. So that will come along with your database. So let us have it actually. We can use it for our own purpose. Click OK. That's all. Click on review and create. So like earlier, now it is going to create. Actual discussion is here actually. Nothing is there in the server side. We just created it. So meanwhile, come here. Now we have already done SQL Server creation. Okay. Now the thing is what actually we need to log in. So let us try to understand. Okay. So, and try to understand in the cloud, somewhere your server is there. And you are at your home with your laptop. You are logging in from one of the browser in one of the tab. So don't think that you are in the cloud actually. You are in your laptop. From here, every request is going to here and coming back. Keep that in mind. Accordingly, now you see the discussion. Okay. So this is what the home page, and here you can monitor. Uh, these are the important things regularly. No need to teach anybody. Performance wise, your database have a look every day. Okay. Whenever you whenever you work on database simply, how much you are utilizing, because these things also you can talk much in your team actually. Okay. So how much you are utilizing the capacity of your database, all these things, if you have an idea, so your clarity and you are going to have a good impression. So just take care of it. Now you see where you can practice in the cloud. Whoever not able to install SQL Server, see here the query editor. Click on this query editor. So as we discussed, two ways you can log in. So one is server authentication, SQL, and Entra authentication. So as we discussed. Now what we are going to do is take the same database. Okay, let it. Okay, take the database here. So database is this one. So yeah, let it be. Now I want to log in here. Okay, this is very important. What we discussed here, we are going to do firewall related settings, and definitely this is the interview question. Okay, see here what it is saying when you try to log in. If you try to log in, what it is saying here, you see specific error record, network access issue. Actually it is a issue, network related issue. What is the problem here is so it is denying the public networks actually. So public network means what? You are trying to access from your system That means you have some IP address. Okay. So this is now public for that actually. So you are trying to, whenever you try to log in, whenever I click on this, I clicked on now actually, or even you can see, I will try to log in with SQL authentication. So whatever password I set, I'm just typing here, click OK. So same error it is throwing. Means from this tab, that means from your laptop, the request is going with your IP address. So it is not allowing. So this is a public IP address first of all. So to, to allow the public IP addresses to access that database, you have to set server firewall rules. Click on this. So here actually see that is what actually public network access is disabled. So enable this one by clicking here. So now public IP addresses can access. So after enable, don't forget to save it. Done. Now come back here. So now anyone, you use it for logging again. So click on this. So now you see first of all error changed. This is changed. But what is this one actually? It is saying something that cannot open server, this particular server requested by the login because the client IP address. That means this is the my IP address. So that means this is my IP address. So of course you are passing the username and password for login. So this is not enough to go inside actually. So it is like actually suppose you have some seminar at some place, one prestigious place. Okay. So how you will enter actually? First of all, you should have an invitation. Okay. Another thing is you have to prove that yourself you are the correct person. So your name already there in the list. Okay, your name already there in the list. And you have to prove yourself you are a correct person by showing a Aadhaar card. So by showing Aadhaar card or by putting a finger like your so by putting a fingerprint so that you can authenticate yourself like this. But your name should be there in the list to enter inside. So similarly, username password is not just enough for authentication purpose, but your system IP address from where you are trying to access the device should IP address should list down here actually. So that's what actually this IP address is not configured in the firewall rules. It is what say. So what you can do actually, you can copy this IP address, take this IP address, copy this, or directly you can do from here also. But manually, let us do now from here. And here click on add firewall rules or directly like this also you can add. But click on this and then give some name, whatever you want, IP address. These IP address related, this is again big subject. This is one of my Udemy course. Okay, IP4, IP6. Okay. So if you want, you can go through it. So this is actually a range of IP addresses. So in companies actually, so these are the private IP addresses which are allocating actually. So whenever you log in today in your office, you will get one IP address. Tomorrow another IP address will come. But within the same range, what suppose 50 to 100, last part you can see. If I set here 50 to 100, so IP address requests coming from 50 to 100 are going to allow this database. Okay. So, but for us, it's only one IP address, same thing. That means only one range. Click OK. Don't forget to save. Now come here, either this or this. Click on here. So now it is trying to log in. That's all. So it is done. You can see that. So now you see what we learned till now. Data tables, you see, because you enabled sample database adventure LT, you have these tables actually. That is what sales LT, address customer, these tables. Don't worry about sales LT is what, all these things you will understand. And here you can write your queries, select star from, so address, so and then click on here run. So like in the SSMS, you can take the new queries. That means different tabs you can open and you can write down your queries here. Okay. So here you can do your practice SQL part. That is what actually one thing. So that's what third thing is done. So that you are able to write down your queries in the cloud. But that means in the query editor, you are able to write down. Whoever in your real time, now in your real time or from next week onwards, whoever have personal laptop and installed SQL Server, SSMS especially, you no need to practice here. And this is not flexible for us. Okay. This server, this database, you can connect it to your SSMS tool actually. Okay. So I'm just opening my SSMS. So let us try to connect this one, this data server from your local machine that with the SSMS actually. So let us open it. Yeah. Okay, let me share this screen. So come to the database. You can see that the SSMS screen. See here. This is what here we are going to provide the details actually. I'm just canceling it. So every day. Yeah. So here you see how you will connect to your cloud SQL server. See here, click on this object explorer. So now you got this one. See here, server name, authentication. So server name. So come to your cloud. Here, the server name, everything is available in the overview section. See, this is the server name. Just copy it, then paste it. So that's what in your real time also, exactly these things you have to do to develop the scripts. So database side, any queries if you want to write, stored procedures, anything if you want to observe, this is what you are going to do actually. Authentication, when it comes to the authentication, normally you have many authentications. Okay. But see whatever you created, those also. SQL Server authentication, which you created. Windows authentication, that means your laptop username, password. Microsoft Entra, you can see that. So Microsoft Entra password, this is what you done actually. So they either this or this. What is Microsoft Entra? MFA actually. So what is MFA full form? Come on, anybody?
Multi-factor authentication.
So it is a regular thing you might see in many places, and we already experienced it in our banking. After username and password, you are going to get a OTP actually. So that also. So multiple factors for your authentication. Username, password, after that OTP. Same in your company also, definitely you will get a OTP. They will register your phone number so that you will get the OTP after username, password. So at this moment, you can use either SQL authentication or Entra password. So whatever I use, another one you try to test it actually. So username, what we given, we created this one, right? So this is what I'm just giving. Done. And where you can set the database. So here you can set the database. You can see what is the database, EFN DB. Okay. So that's all. Come back, click on connect. So you see, first of all, what we discussed theoretically, server, and then databases. If you expand the database, what we created, and then you can see the EFNDB. See, these are all the objects and different options. Then tables part, if you expand, whatever tables we have in the database here, same tables. Now let us do one small experiment. We need a EMP table, right? You try to create it here. So come here. How you will, how you guys are created EMP table? See, EMP table script in SQL Server. So Google it like this. So go to any one. You are going to have a readily script. So take this EMP table, table creation, and then data, come down, 14 records, come down. Then take the DEPT table also. So copied, paste it here. So that's all. If you want this script, just let me know. I will send it to you. So table creation, then the data, whatever till now, last class we seen, right? Same things. If you want in your database, you try to take like this. So DEPT table, and it's a 4 records. So simple, all together you can execute. Then you can see these tables. You are able to see these tables here means you should see these tables here also, because both of them same. This is from the tab you are connecting, and this is from the SSMS you are connecting, but to the same actually. Okay. So database or server is same. One is from browser tab you connected. Okay. So browser, one of the tab. Another one is SSMS. But both of them is in your system. Don't forget that. Which is in the cloud, this one. Okay. So don't think that people will imagine that this is directly in the cloud. No, actually, it exists in the cloud. But you are sending the request, everything from your laptop only, from this tab. Okay. So come here, try to run this. Are we? So try to run this, execute, click on execute. So all of them executed. So all the records are inserted. So you can refresh here the table spot so that EMP and DEPT you can observe. See here. So you can query whatever we did. One of the courses, just select star from EMP. You can see 14 records. Yes, we have. Now you see here we should see the, because both of them same, right? This also has to get those tables. See that. See, these are reflected here also. So this is what overall the configuration. Again, one last thing. So all the databases what you created under this server, you can list down here, because multiple databases possible, right? You can you can create one, multiple you can create. Then go to the set server firewall rules actually. So in future, we are going to enable this particular option. Let us try to have a problem somewhere so that you will understand where that problem will come. For that, because in real time you will face that, then you come here and allow this. But nothing is there, easily you can understand. So all Azure services and resources can use this server directly without this IP address and all. That's what exceptions. For whom you want to give exception? without these rules. Internal, just it is a internal. Okay. If you want to enable, you can enable, like a data factory going to access this database, this server. So data factory is also Azure service, right? This server also Azure service. So you no need to configure this IP address. So that's what it is asking actually internally, but let it be at this moment. Okay. So with that, first of all, setting up is done. Okay. Now onwards, you can practice like this. The thing is, I'm going to keep this database or server. Tomorrow onwards, you will not see this name. This is for showing you I created like this. But if I leave like this actually, okay. If I leave this database, what will happen is my charges is like anything. Since we have already one another database, this I will continue for further discussion. After this, anything is fine for us. Okay, queries understanding or configuring in the database or whatever. Okay, creation wise, configuration wise, connections wise, how you will do, we seen. Okay, after this, I will delete it actually. Both things. Now onwards, this is what our server, because this is I created as a with a free part. Okay. See, free monthly week or amount. So this many seconds work is still remain. So for you also, but for this you can see whatever option you are seeing, overage billing disabled. Yeah, pricing tier you can see free general purpose serverless Gen 5 week or 2. So for you also this option will come. But for this database you can see those things are not there. Pricing tier not a free, normal one. Okay. So that's why uh, billing is really high nowadays. So take only free part. You will definitely see this option. Again and again I'm saying, because in every batch, though I told this one, people are coming back with a lot of agony. So like billing is too much. Okay, take care of it. Even if it is a free subscription also, your credit will be over 16,000. So that's why take care of this one. Okay. So any doubts till now in the discussion?
Yeah, good morning, Ajit.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah,
Satyanarayana.
yeah, actually, we have created a SQL server in the Azure
Hmm.
that we have connected to the SSMS.
Yes, correct.
The both actually they were connected to the cloud or not. Actually, when we are like doing some action and SMSs, which are getting replicated in the SQL server, that means that the request from the SSML will go to the cloud and then again reflect back on the SQL server. Is that right?
So you are saying that whatever here we are doing, that will go to the SQL server which is there in the cloud,
Yeah,
and then it will execute that query in the database.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Then so what is your confusion?
My confusion is that like we have created an employee table in our local machine as SSMS,
Correct.
which gets replicated in our Azure SQL server.
Yeah, so that's what you connected to your Azure SQL server, not your local. This is not in your local system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And
This is
is that every time we need to like as you said that the billing regarding the billing issue.
Mhm.
Every time we need to connect SQL server, Azure SQL server to the SSMS?
Yes, this have a better flexibilities because many options are there, many things you can take care here. See here, say simple, nothing is there. See, either here developing the script or here developing the script, all of them will lead to the same place.
Okay.
Will go to the SQL database only. There only they will execute. Only thing is, do you have here better flexibility or here? It is simply like the destination is same, but how you are going? Are you going with journey? Suppose you have to go to the Hyderabad from one place. So normal bus are you going to take, or super luxury, or some good bus are you taking? That's enough. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
Here in the SSMS, you have a lot of options, lot of visibility, flexibility actually. So you see, are you able to see how many options you have in the SSMS? That many are there here? No, right?
No.
Okay, that's why here.
Like means whatever the actions we are performing in SSMS, which will actually we can utilize it in our Azure, right?
See, in your real time also, even in the company laptop, you are going to have SSMS. That SSMS you are connecting to your databases or servers,
Yes.
which you are not going to install any SQL Server in your local laptop. Server will exist in the Azure cloud. So to that exactly what steps I shown you are going to do. That's why I'm saying this is a regular task only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Achyut.
Yep. Welcome.
Yeah, so Jyot, I have one question here.
Yeah, Prasanna.
How we can, where we can check like any of the services is consuming our credits or like subscription level consumption.
Where you can see actually. Is it?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what actually. Yeah.
In future, if you want to stop or anything like according to
Ah,
consumption.
exactly. See how I will delete this one. So anyhow, our work is done, right? How I will delete this database? Simple. Always you have to go to that database only. Then you will find a option delete. If you want to delete any resource, so you can delete. Go open that resource. Just click on that resource. Always overview window will be there for any resource. There you will find a delete option. So let us see randomly you take any other resources which we use it for others. So blob storage, this is something else. We haven't created overview, and here delete option will be there. Delete. So straightforward only. Okay.
Is so
And
search
how
for
much it is consumed? That is what your question, right?
yes.
So come here. So just search here with whatever billing related. Click on billing. So billing subscriptions. So come here. Click on this. I guess shown you yesterday. Here you can see your billing is how much. Currently is how much. So view details. See, this is what current billing. So click on view details. This should be your regular window. In this
Okay.
training period, everyone please come here. Just have a look. You no need to remember. Okay, just have a look how it is moving. See how my bills are there for resource wise. Data factory this much billing right now. Virtual machine this much. Storage is this much. And region wise this one. Okay, resource group wise like this. So you can have a observation. Okay.
Okay.
Achyut, one more doubt. Actually.
Huh.
Yeah, actually, without creating a SQL server in the Azure, do we have any other way for connecting SSMS to the cloud?
But without having in the destination, without having SQL Server in the cloud, to whom you will connect? Here, some name you should provide, right? Here, server name you should provide definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So without creation, not possible. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other doubts? So I thought of this we will complete early so that we can start other SQL related. No problem. Tomorrow we can complete. Okay. So this also one of your main tasks. Okay. Maybe next week we used to discuss. And these days from recent batches I am discussing in the first week itself, because in every batch there are few people who don't have personal laptop, or company laptop may not allow. So they can practice directly here. Okay, that's what main intention for discussing this one this week. Anyhow, we have to discuss. Okay, and connecting to the SSMS is your regular task only. So try to do every step. Try to understand what you are doing, where you are also. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Achyut, Arjun from this side.
Yeah, Arjun.
Yes, in my company laptop, all these components are installed already, like SSMS, and all these are there installed. So can I use this for my practice purpose?
Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. You can use it. No problem.
Okay. Is there is need to install in personal laptop also, or can I practice in the company
See,
laptop?
that simple thing is somewhere you should have the platform to practice. Wherever it is, not a matter. If you are
Okay,
flexible, okay?
okay, thank you.
Yeah, because scripts are always same. You need ultimately tables. On top of that, practice the concepts. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Akhilesh
Yeah,
this side.
Akhilesh. Yeah, Akhilesh.
So daily we have to connect that with Azure SQL.
Yeah, in real time daily, this is the process. Every day you will come, you will just open this one, then you will
Okay.
give your passwords. Maybe mostly in your real time, Microsoft Entra MFA maybe, or remaining things also possible basing on your situation. And easy, it says simple steps only. Okay,
So
process is
first,
in
first
your
of
real.
all,
Hmm?
first of all, we have to create Azure account, and then after all this, right?
Yeah. First of all, you should have Azure account to do this. See, for
Okay.
your local as a SQL Server, you see my local SQL Server. Drop down, click on this drop down. This is my local SQL Server. See that.
Achyut
Okay.
Kumar, one more question. Could you please provide the notes on the basis of daily lecture?
Notes I
Notes.
have. See, I used to tell, I used to, from second week onwards, I used to make, um, prepare the notes on yourself actually. Just notes, we don't have any ready-made notes. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's why we are providing recordings for backup purpose. But what I used to tell is, try to maintain a 2 WordPads in the cloud whenever we are discussing. In the class itself, I used to stress that this is an interview related thing. Just now I told a firewall at the while you are creating firewall interview related topic. Whenever I told either in one line or in short, you just try to type in that Word file and try to take the screenshots what I am discussing. Then paste it there. It will take hardly 30 seconds or 1 minute. Okay, along with the discussion.
Okay.
Over time, you are going to have your own best notes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Achyut,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kiran. Kiran.
I think in my laptop I have SSMS, but I don't see the local service. It's like I
Yeah,
need to install
you may not,
the desktop or
maybe directly SSMS installed.
because that's office laptop. I try to
Definitely. In
browse it.
office laptop, local SQL Server might not installed.
So I need to install, right, the local desktop, what you call SSMS, the local once again.
SSMS, if it is there, you can connect actually.
No, SMS is available,
Uh,
but what you call the local engine, when you try to browse connect for local
uh.
SQL Server,
So, do you have
it's not showing.
permission to install, first of all? It is
I
going to allow you because I guess admin team only has to do any installations or uninstallations actually.
So that means as local SSMS, I need to install separately, the ones, the different one,
If
apart from
if
what I.
already there, that is enough actually. No, you don't need multiple.
Okay. I'll check once again.
Yeah, if you already have, you can connect, no problem. If your laptop, if your company policy is allowing,
Okay.
because some uh, what is that software? Prohans, some kind of thing will be there in your background in your laptop. What you are doing, it will monitor. Okay,
Okay.
that's why take care of company laptops. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Hey Achyut, Narendra here.
Yeah. Hi, Narendra.
Actually, I just joined today, like few minutes back. So
Okay.
I have few queries. Like I have been searching from past few days. Like I'm trying to find the full course of data engineer,
Okay.
but I can see like Azure Data Engineer or AWS Data Engineer like a separate course. But in that particular ones, like I don't see anybody covering like Hadoop or any big data technologies or
Yes.
Apache Spark or
Yes.
Airflow or Kafka or Snowflake. So why they are not included in that particular Azure Data Engineer or AWS Data Engineer, or they are not mandatory kind of thing, or
Exactly.
not sure why they are not included. I just wanted to know that.
Sure, sure. So yeah, in my knowledge, basing on my knowledge, I will tell you. So basing on what projects we handled till now. So more than 9 projects I did till now actually. So
Mhm,
basing on that and basing on our students' feedback or colleagues from other companies, I'm just telling that overallly. See, the first of all, when it
okay.
comes to the Azure cloud, okay,
Mhm,
for data
okay.
engineering task, the core technologies are what we included here: SQL Server, Data Factory, PySpark, Databricks. Core
Okay.
or Synapse. Okay.
Okay.
Nowadays, Fabric. Okay. But leave the Fabric part. Whatever I told, these are the stack core for data engineering.
Okay.
Then, basing on the project requirement, basing on the other things,
Mhm,
these are add-ons only actually, whatever you named. And these
okay.
are not mandatory for every technology, for every project actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So basing
Got
on
you.
your project, basing on the existing things, people want to go for those add-on things. But you take any data engineering in the Azure side, because we are
Mhm,
doing Azure side only. You take
okay.
any technology in the Azure side, definitely this stack will be there 90% of the projects.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why mandatory things we are covering mostly. Those
Okay.
things, basing on the people's experience, or they feel if they want to offer, they are going for that.
Okay. Okay. Achal. Yeah.
They can
Okay.
easily you
Achal.
can
Thank you.
adapt in the projects also. Even if you don't know, you can easily adapt
Mhm,
them.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Achal. Thank you.
Yep.
Hi Ajit, this is Monica.
Yeah. Hi, Monica.
I just joined Ajit. I am from London, so because of the timings, I don't know. I couldn't join at the starting of the class. Could you please confirm what are the timings of the class?
This batch timings are 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. IST.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
This is morning batch, Indian timing. Okay. This week started. This is the 4th class actually. And you can find last 3 classes recordings in the Edufulness YouTube channel.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, yep. Okay. Okay, so let us stop here. If you don't have any doubts, and feel free to call back if you have any clarities, if you need any clarities. And whoever not enrolled, try to complete today actually. Okay. And always follow 3 steps, attend the live classes. That is always recommended. Okay. Because in the live class, you will not deviate. In the single stretch, we will complete. You will complete. I have to conduct anyhow the class, but you will complete the whatever planned for that day. And the next second step is do the hands-on. Okay. So that is mandatory because you will understand real depth when you are doing it actually. So the hands-on part, and regularly we will provide the hands-on, regularly we will provide the homework. So that is going to make you more confident actually. So try to understand each step how it is important. Ultimately, you should be confident on yourself. So that is what the goal. So it's very simple. Just spend one day, 1 hour for class, 1 hour for practice, and if any homework, that's all. Over a time, your knowledge is definitely equal to at least 3 years. That's what the main goal. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice day. All the best. Bye bye.
Thank you, Achyut
Thank
Kumar.
you
Thank
all.
you all.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ajit.
Yeah, bye.